Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another inspiring episode. I am Fakhra Tehreem and I am delighted to have you with us for a conversation that touches every human life. We all seek happiness, yet many people believe it depends on success, wealth, or good fortune. However, modern psychology and neuroscience suggest that lasting happiness is influenced by our daily habits, relationships, mindsets, and the choices we make every day. To help us better understand this fascinating topic, we are joined by our special guest, ChatGPT, an AI assistant that provides knowledge and practical insights based on scientific research and human behavior. So, today we will explore the science behind happiness, how to cultivate joy, and discover practical ways to build a happier and more meaningful life. So let's begin our conversation. ChatGPT, from a specific perspective, how do psychologists and neuroscientists define happiness, and is it different from temporary pleasure?
Walaikum assalam, and thanks for the question. So, scientifically speaking, psychologists and neuroscientists usually describe happiness as a state of overall well being, not just a pleasant feeling. Temporary pleasure is that quick hit from enjoyable things like eating your favorite food. It's mostly dopamine driven. Happiness, though, builds over time. It's supported by healthy habits, strong relationships, a sense of meaning, and brain chemicals like serotonin and oxytocin playing a role. So, in short, pleasure is temporary, but happiness is a deeper, more lasting sense of well being that grows through positive habits, relationships, and purposeful living.
Okay, so research often suggests that happiness is influenced by daily habits rather than major life events. Which everyday habits have the strongest impact on long term well being?
Hmm, that's an important one. Research shows that several daily habits matter a lot. Regular physical activity, for instance, even a 20-minute walk boosts mood and reduces stress. Good sleep, think around 7 to 9 consistent hours, is crucial for emotional regulation and resilience. Strong social connections, like meaningful time with friends or community, are among the strongest predictors of long-term well-being. Also, practicing gratitude, for example, taking a few minutes to reflect on what's going right, has been linked to greater life satisfaction and optimism. Mindfulness or meditation also helps reduce stress and improves emotional balance. And living with purpose, setting meaningful goals, helping others, or engaging in activities that reflect your values tends to create deeper and more sustainable happiness. So, small, consistent actions outweigh big one off moments.
Okay, so stress and anxiety are common challenges today. What practical research backed strategies can people use to protect their happiness during difficult times?
That's a very real question. Research suggests some practical strategies. Regular physical activity is one of the biggest. Even a daily short walk helps lower stress hormones. Mindfulness or breathing exercises, even just for a few minutes, can calm the nervous system. Staying connected to supportive people is huge too. Even brief conversations can buffer stress. Maintaining routines like steady sleep and balanced meals keep your body and mind more resilient. And actually, small gratitude practices can still work, even in tough times. And if stress gets overwhelming, reaching out for professional help is a strength, not a weakness. The goal isn't to avoid difficulty, but to build habits that help carry you through it.
Okay, ChatGPT, many people believe that money guarantees happiness. So, what does scientific evidence actually say about relationship between wealth and well-being?
That's a thoughtful one. Science shows that money does contribute to happiness up to a point, mainly by meeting basic needs like food, shelter, security. But beyond that threshold, more income has a much smaller effect on day to day happiness. What tends to matter more are relationships, health, meaningful work, purpose, and community. Also, how people spend their money matters. Spending on experiences or helping others, like taking a trip or supporting a friend, usually brings more lasting satisfaction than buying stuff. So, money helps with security and opportunity, but it's not the main ingredient for lasting happiness. Research really points back to connection, purpose, and everyday habits.
How do physical health, regular exercise, quality sleep, and proper nutrition affect our mood and overall happiness?
Let's see. Great question. So, science shows physical health and mental well being are closely linked. Regular exercise boosts endorphins, lowers stress hormones, and supports brain function. Quality sleep helps the brain regulate emotions, repair, and keeps mood more stable. Aim for those 7 to 9 hours. Proper nutrition, like balanced meals with fruits, vegetables, proteins, and healthy fats, fuels the brain for clearer thinking and steadier mood. And all three reinforce each other. When you've got better sleep, you exercise more. When you exercise, you sleep better. And good nutrition supports both. Together, they create a foundation for not just physical health, but mental well being and happiness.
Okay, in today's digital world, social media can influence our emotion. How can people use technology in a healthier way to support their mental well being and happiness?
Hmm, very timely. Research suggests it's about how we use tech, not just whether we use it. Intentional use, like setting screen time limits, taking regular digital breaks, and following content that educates or inspires make a difference. Also, avoiding constant comparison. Remember, people post highlight reels, not the full reality, and balance online time with real world connections, friends, family, community. Some use apps for mindfulness or fitness tracking, which can be positive when they support healthy routines. The goal is tech supporting your well being, not controlling it.
Okay, finally, if someone wanted to become happier starting today, what three simple science backed habits would you recommend they practice consistently?
Wonderful question. I'd say move your body daily. Aim for a short walk, prioritize good sleep, practice gratitude, nurture meaningful relationships, live with purpose through small, meaningful goals, and be kind to yourself. Happiness isn't perfection, it's building small, positive actions consistently. Thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure talking about the science of happiness.
Thank you so much, ChatGPT, for sharing such thoughtful and evidence based insights. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to share them.
So, today's discussion reminds us that happiness isn't something we wait to find. It's something we intentionally cultivate through our habits, our mindset, and the way we connect with others. Small, consistent actions can lead to meaningful and lasting joy. So, to our viewers, we hope this conversation encourage you to invest in your well-being and create moment of happiness every day. If you found this interview valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to more conversations on personal growth, science, artificial intelligence, and lifelong learning. I'm Fakhra Tahreem, and until we meet again, take care of your mind, nurture your heart, and keep choosing in the little moment of life. Keep choosing joy in the little moment of life. Allah Hafiz.